Here, I am going to walk you through the ways that you can find summer research programs. So the first one I always go to is called Pathways to Science. Just go into any web browser, enter Pathways to Science, look for this icon, and click on this screen. So hopefully this is going to work, and what I want you to do is if you're an undergrad, you click on, in the banner up here, you click on undergrads, and then again, I want you to scroll all the way to the bottom in the middle, and you can actually search for programs undergrads, right here. And then we grab summer research experiences for undergrads. Okay, scroll all the way to the bottom on this page and you will see a map of the US. And this is really interesting because you can actually browse for different programs based on the geography. So if you want to be in a certain area, or maybe your university is in one of these areas and you would really like to try to find a program in a different area, maybe somewhere you haven't been before. So when we go up here, what we're going to do is right now we're looking for undergrad programs. So I'm going to scroll until I find this box in the middle with the different types of programs. So I'm actually going to look for one I'm interested in. So I'm really interested in bioengineering and biomedical engineering. I'm also really interested in medical sciences, maybe even general medical and life sciences. So kind of keep this as broad as possible. You pick a few and then you click on search programs. And what we're going to come up with is an alphabetical list. So again, they aren't in any kind of order where they think that you might want to go to them. They're simply alphabetical. And you're going to have some universities and colleges and maybe different organizations. And you can scroll a bit. You can think about these. I am going to look at some different ones. I'm just clicking on T. So here I found one at Tufts University. This is in the region where I am. And I don't know what this is, so I'm going to click on this. And then I'm going to follow this link, and this is what each page will look like. So the first thing we're going to have is it's going to be summer research, and then they actually take freshmen. This one's, they don't all take freshmen. And this is going to talk about what the program is, tell you about what qualifications you might need. Start date, we're looking at between 10 and 12 weeks. And then this does look like it has a stipend rate. And then we have our application deadline here. And then we're going to have the actual program website. And it looks like this one is actually a program that has options to be at all these different universities. So maybe once you apply, it's going to, maybe go to the program website, it's going to tell you how would you choose a program, and then that might be at a different institution, or would you select these by institution? And so let's go back and let's pick a different one that's completely different. Let's see, a totally different place. So let's look at a virology program. Actually, let's just pick a completely different, I'm gonna pick M. I don't know, let's find one that is and this one happens to be at Mass General Hospital, again in the Boston area. Looks like it's a Harvard MIT Summer Institute for Biomedical Optics. Let's just check what this is. Okay, they only take juniors and seniors. Maybe it's because of the level of the work or what you would need to know to be successful in this program. Looks like there would be some different program spots at MIT, Harvard, and Mass General Hospital. And then you go to the program website. And again, this is going to tell you when is the start, when is the end, how much is the stipend, does the stipend include any kind of travel? They're all vastly different, and we can go through some other M's. Let's find a completely different place. So Milwaukee School of Engineering, I don't know anything about this school or most of these at all. So I'm going to click on this one. Oh, this looks really fascinating to me. We've got novel materials, nano applications. This looks really fascinating. This one says funding pending. So this may be something you run up against this particular year, but you can go to the program website and see what it was like last year and kind of make a judgment as to whether that's going to work for you. And let's grab another one. Let's just pick another, I'm just going to pick another random letter, and we'll go to F. And so, I don't know, any of these would be great. Looks like, oh, this one's at a national lab at Florida State. So they do take freshmen as well. So we're looking at the High Magnetic Field Laboratory. It looks like this says there's going to be a stipend of $6,500 for their participation in the program. And again, these are going to vary somewhere between around $4,000 to around $7,000, and it looks like they have travel support up to $800. So depending on where you are compared to wherever this institution is, it would tell you kind of like if you would be able to cover your travel for that. Let's see. And housing is provided for this program should you need it, so that's exciting. And we cannot reimburse housing costs through our programs. It looks like you have to pay for housing on top of that. So again, these are all going to vary as to what they provide, where they are, what you're going to be doing. Do they provide travel? Do they provide housing? And then we're going to have, more list of disciplines. And so you go to this program website. So here is the thing. When you are looking for these, this is where you spend the lion's share of your time. I cannot do this for you. Your mentors cannot do this for you. You have to get on websites like this one. Again, this is one of the larger ones. But you can also, and then you're going to have to search and search and search, organize the programs, organize their dates, exactly what the name of the program is. Because a large university, like say University of Florida, is probably going to have a bunch of these going on. Maybe one in the bio program, one in the math program, one in electrical engineering. So you're going to need to know which one it is. All the summer programs aren't governed by the same administration part of the university, so you're going to have to figure out all this information. And so how would you keep that straight? So I have a really simple form to help you keep that straight. What I'm talking about now is this is what you do. You spend the time finding things that would work, places where you could get within what the stipend would be. Go for some, maybe more elite level programs, national laboratories, large state universities, maybe a place you've never lived. This is a summer opportunity for you. But also there are programs at companies. Lots of different types of companies have these, but they might have earlier due dates. A lot of these summer research program due dates are going to be in the end of December to end of March timeframe. So try to think about that. Try to have all your ducks in a row by, say, the 1st of December, which is also when all graduate applications are due. But again, the summer research programs, many of them don't even, the deadline isn't even until March. So you need to know every program is so different. So you're going to spend a lot of time looking for programs, thinking about what you might want to do. Can you get there on Amtrak? Is something you could drive to? Do they provide housing? What is the stipend? What weeks of the summer does it run? How many students do they take? And then each one is going to be different on what you would select. So this is where you spend your time. I can't do this for you. You've got to really look through these, and they don't have application fees. So aim for 20 to 30 of these if you can possibly find the time to do it. And in the next video, I'll talk to you about how to keep organized and know exactly what you're going to need to do to be able to apply to these and not miss any deadlines.